And thinking about it, I've done at least 90% of the ones that I just talked about in this video. Just being honest. But when you know better, you do better, right? Hey there, Coach Nrgy here, the Single Parents Coach, owner of the Single Parents Network. I know it's been a while since you all have heard from me. I am now kicking things up again, getting things back into the recording and putting out more content. Q1 is near the end. We are almost done, and it's time for me to start getting back out here again. I had to take care of some things behind the scenes, taking care of my business, getting things in order on that side, the administration side. And so now Q1 is over. That was my personal deadline. I am ready to kick things back off. So here we go. Today's topic, we are talking about what dating patterns do you want to change or do you need to change? I will mix in a few of my dating patterns here, but of course, most of us, not going to even say most, but there will be a lot of us who are listening to this video, who are watching this video or listening to it on the podcast channel, where we can relate. We can relate to the things that I am about to talk about here. So let's jump right into it and get started. So one of the first dating patterns that need to be changed or should be considered changing is, are you dating the same type of person over and over and over again? So let me describe what this looks like. Me, I'll use myself as an example. I was dating, this is prior to where I am today. I was dating the same type of person, but they had a different face, a different name, right? But on the inside, the mindset, the makeup of the person was all the same. And so that's when I kept finding myself dealing with the same issues because I was dating the same type of person. And until I realized that, or it was until I realized that, where I then said, you know what? I need to start making some changes. I need to figure out what is it about me that I kept choosing this type of person that had these particular habits or this type of mindset or outlook on life, whatever you name it. So I did the inner work, the work that I do with each of my coaching clients. And I went back and I dug deep to figure out what is it that I was missing? What was I lacking? What is it that I was desiring or just kept finding myself being drawn to the other person? And I needed to figure that out. I needed to figure out, what is it about me? Because I'm the one who kept choosing these people. I can't blame them. So I had to look at myself to figure out, okay, what's going on? What is this pattern that I'm starting to see? The common denominator was me. And so, yeah, I had to do the work. I did the work. And now I can say that life and relationships and just the whole dating process has been so much better, has been so much more peaceful. It has saved me so much time because I'm no longer wasting my time in a relationship that is just simply not going anywhere. So dating the same type of person, even though the face may be different, the name of the person may be different, but it's still the same inner workings of the person that you may have dated in the past. So think about that, kind of go back into your past and figure out, okay, what are the type of people that I was dating? As the guys, what type of woman were you dating? As the ladies, what type of men were you dating? And see if you can find that pattern that's in there so you can then start saying, I didn't realize that, but now that I know, I can do something about it. So that's one of the main things and one of the first steps that you can take in order to help improve your dating experiences and just improve your relationships altogether, the relationships that you end up getting into. Because when you decide or determine and figure out the type of person that you've been dating, it will actually keep you from jumping into relationships with people that you shouldn't even be in a relationship with in the first place. Some people completely lose focus on them being an individual, their identity, losing the fact that they are a part of the relationship as well, and that their opinions matter, their voice matters, their input, their existence matters. So losing yourself in a relationship, if you're finding yourself doing that, if you're catching yourself in that position, then think back to figure out, well, why? What is it about you that allows you to go down that path of just kind of losing your identity? Another dating pattern that people may want or need to change is settling for, how do I want to say it? Settling below your predetermined non-negotiables. So you may have heard me talk about this in a few other videos, maybe not. This may be your first time ever hearing or seeing my videos or hearing my podcast. And so settling below your predetermined non-negotiables, that was something I personally can also say that I've done before as well. And that's why I kept finding myself in relationships that did not serve me. And yeah, if you find yourself constantly settling for just settling in whatever area, because I don't want to go down the list of possibilities, but if you find yourself settling or just simply not sticking to your own predetermined, that's a key word, predetermined non-negotiables, then you got to figure out why. What is it about you or the things that you have determined as your non-negotiables? Why is it that you have negotiated on those things before? Maybe they're not that important to you. Maybe those items are not of value as you may have thought they were or may want them to be. But in this moment of your life, or back in that old relationship, or in that past, that prior phase of your life, then maybe those predetermined non-negotiable items just weren't of value to you at the time. So yeah, that is something to really think about. You have to really know yourself to know what your solid predetermined non-negotiables are. If you want more information about the non-negotiables and creating that, determining those items of what it should be for you, then go check out my video that I recorded about the non-negotiables and not settling, or how to create your relationship non-negotiables here on this channel. I'll do my best to link it below, either in the description or right here somewhere in this video. Okay, another pattern that you may want to change or needs to be changed is allowing yourself to be mistreated. Are you being a pushover? Are you allowing yourself to be talked to any kind of way, are you finding yourself in an abusive situation, whether it be physically, verbally, emotionally, financially? If so, why? Why are you allowing yourself to be mistreated? Why are you being the pushover? Let's even talk about the other end. Are you the one that's dominating the relationship? Are you just kind of coming in and bulldozing and being the person whose voice is the only voice being heard? Then figure out what, if that's a pattern, why? Go back into your history, go into your past, and figure out, well, what is it about me that makes me feel like I need to come into a relationship and dominate and have the only voice and not allow my partner to also express themselves? Because that's a pattern too. Another pattern is ignoring red flags. A lot of people talk about this one. Ignoring red flags. Yeah. Do you do this? Is it something that you need to stop doing so you can stop wasting your time and stop entertaining people that are not worth your time, that's not worth your energy, or where the two of you are just not compatible, period? There may not be anything wrong, so to speak, that the other person is doing, but it could be something that's just not compatible for you and who you are and who you know yourself to be. So, Are you ignoring red flags? Is that a pattern that you have done? Think about it. And let's talk about the financials. Do you have a pattern of just spending money? Anytime that you're in a relationship or whenever you're dating, are you going outside of, like, if you have a budget, are you going outside of your budget? Are you overspending? Are you just kind of throwing money out there in order to try to maybe buy someone's love, or to try to appease someone and make them like you? Or are you spending a lot of money in order to create this image of wanting to be someone that you're really not? If so, why? Figure out why that is a pattern of yours. Figure out, where's that rooted in? Where's that coming from? You know, what has happened in your life? What have you dealt with or experienced before that has you feeling like money is going to represent you, so to speak? Money being your representative. Figure out why that is a pattern whenever you're dating, because it's rooted in something. And last one, we'll go ahead and jump right into it, and we'll go ahead and end this video. We're going to keep it short and sweet. The last one is loving other people, or loving the other person more than you love yourself. Too many people are doing that as well, finding themselves just depleting, emptying their spirit, their soul, emptying themselves, draining themselves to love this other person, and they're not even putting that same amount of effort and energy and resources into loving themselves. And it's just like they're dying in that relationship. So, keeping that short and sweet. I don't know about you all, but now that I think about it, I've done over 90% of those. Yeah, not all of those, but about 90% of those. Keeping it real, just being honest. Yeah, I've done about 90% of those in my past, and I am happy to have been aware of it. I'm so happy I've done the work to get to the other side and not go through those same patterns again that did not serve me at all. And it ultimately didn't serve the other person either. So yeah, this video, I'm charging you with finding what your patterns are. Figure out what they are. You've got to identify them. Identify what your dating patterns are that have not served you or may not have served the other person. And then come up with a plan of how you're going to change it moving forward. What are you going to do to move forward? And for some people, and for some of those patterns, it may require some guidance, some assistance. Feel free to reach out to me. That's exactly what my coaching services are for. Go to my website, coachnrgy.com, and schedule an appointment. And let's just have that initial consultation to figure out what's going on, where, what it's the issue or the pattern itself. Where is it rooted in? What is it rooted in? And then come up with a game plan to change, because the choice is yours. The choice is always yours. All right. Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for visiting this channel. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you share this content. Put your comments below. You know how we do it. Go ahead and get the conversation started. And I will see you next time on either my YouTube channel or the podcast channel, the Single Parents Network. This is yours truly, Coach Nrgy, signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.